Hello, this is D, and I'm back with another video. And to be honest with you guys, I wasn't even going to do a video tonight. I'm laid up in the bed. I have a little bit of a cold, but this epic news just dropped. We got to see brand new Halo footage running in Unreal Engine 5. Now, we got this information from a video on the Halo channel, or I should say 343 Studios, but they're no longer going to be called 34 Studios. It looks like they're going to be called Halo Studios going forward. So it looks like a lot of the people, or some of the people, left that studio and they're looking to hire new people. Now, they showed us Unreal Engine 5 running Halo, and I gotta say the switch to Unreal is unbelievable with Halo. Now, I don't want to get too much into this because there's a lot of details that they reveal in this video, and like usual, I'll leave a link in the description down below so you guys can watch it in its entirety. We're just gonna watch a little part of it here. It's about a 7-minute video. We're probably gonna watch about 4 minutes of it. I'm gonna come back, give you my thoughts, and we're gonna just talk about what we are seeing with Halo running in Unreal Engine 5.
What made Halo successful at the beginning? What is the legacy of Halo, and what's the soul that we want to bring forward, and what's the craft of making Halo games, and how do we set our studio at best to go deliver on that?
We knew we had to make a change in order to take us into the future.
When I first heard about Halo moving to Unreal Engine, my first thought was, this is going to be a really hard secret to keep.
I think fans are going to be excited about the future of Halo because of the possibilities that are afforded us by using Unreal.
Before, we really had to split our focus in thinking about building an engine, supporting it, being really kind of a tech company and a studio at the same time. Since we've made the change to shift to UE, we can bring Halo forward in ways that people have never seen before while still being true to what Halo is.
The Foundry project was an effort to show ourselves how far we can push things using Unreal 5.
New studio art director, Chris, came to me and said, hey, I have this crazy idea.
He said, hey, there's this thing called Project Foundry that I want to do. Let's make it happen.
Foundry specifically is based around the same concept of the Foundry in Halo lore. It's the place where Halo rings are born. It's not a game, it's a research project for our studio so we can prepare ourselves for the next steps of making Halo games.
The original Halo franchise was a graphics showcase. It was best in class. That's what Halo was when it first was released, and that's what Halo needs to be again.
So once Project Foundry had been approved, we took the entire creative team and we ideated on 3 locations, something old, something new, and something really alien.
We had the Pacific Northwest, which is sort of traditional Halo biome.
We were trying to shove as much foliage in there as humanly possible to make it really feel like you're on a hike in the, Cascades.
The Coldlands, which was the second biome that we took on, it was more of a technical showcase where we could play with shaders, we could play with deformable landscapes and terrains. Unreal affords us more opportunity than we've ever had in the past.
On the surface, it might just look all like snow, but how many layers of things combine to really give that winter look?
And then our third biome was the Blightlands, which is any land that's been completely taken over by the flood.
I wanted to give our team the opportunity to really express an alien world, a really alien world, taking something way further than they may have actually done in previous Halo games.
What's impressed me about watching the Halo team work in Unreal is how beautiful everything looks, how incredible the environments look. I don't think we've seen anything quite like it in Unreal Engine before.
Fortunately, we have a studio that's really passionate about Halo, about the look and the feel, and I think there's a lot of hunger to really collaborate, to move forward together.
Foundry was an initiative that touched on every part of the creative process, everything from concept art, VFX, characters, vehicles, and weapons to make the future games of Halo.
Creating an asset, taking this design, Now we can really dig into material foundations. What is it actually made of? How is it physically accurate to the world? Now we get to take all the wonderful legacy assets that we have, bring them to life, and bring them to today's standards.
We are really excited to be not just working on multiple projects, but also expanding our studio.
As a lifelong Halo player, I think the game's only going to get better when we get those new, unique perspectives and people bring in their expertise and passion for the Halo franchise.
We are looking for new talent as the projects that we're working on kind of get further and further into their development cycles.
And it is great to be part of a team that's growing because you can kind of see that force multiplied as people come in and take on challenges and you can do more.
Imagine a place where you have the commitment that this is what we want to do, Halo games, and create those experiences. And you can express your talent, your creativity, and your professional ambitions in that place.
We're looking for designers, we're looking for artists, we're looking for engineers.
It feels like a new beginning for the studio in a lot of ways, and I think that's pretty rare.
And I think we arrived now at a point where you see the beginnings of people to start to believe in the process.
So they announced that Unreal Engine 5 will now host their Halo games. It's a showcase of a research project called Project Foundry, and they're in pre-production for 3 Halo titles that have not been announced yet. We just know that this is what they're doing currently, and they're actually hiring for positions. Now, they rebranded themselves as Halo Studios, and I just gotta be honest with you guys, I'm really impressed. Now, lately, there hasn't been a lot of good news for Xbox, but I gotta be honest with you guys, this is definitely good news. Now, the last Halo game, I did enjoy it. I thought the story was good, the campaign was good, but the multiplayer was okay. And as well, the graphics weren't the best. Now, the gameplay, I found it was really good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the campaign, but the graphics, it wasn't a pillar in gaming. And it looks like they're going back to their roots, especially from what I just saw today. This is early on, so it's only going to get better. Now, I gotta be honest, we're gonna have to temper expectations because we've been here before. They promised a lot with Halo Infinite. That reveal and the final looking game were 2 different things. It was night and day difference. So we gotta temper our expectations, but I will say this. We have seen games running in Unreal Engine 5 and they look stunning. So I have no reason to believe that the game is not gonna look as good as what they're presenting here. Now, the performance might be a different thing. I'm hoping for good performance. Now, this game is going to be an Xbox Game Pass, whatever games they're redoing, and I'll be able to play them on my Xbox or my PC. Now, obviously, if it's very demanding, I'm just going to play it on PC. Nonetheless, this is like fantastic news. Now, I hope, and like I said, this is wishful thinking on my part, but it would be awesome if they updated Halo Infinite with Unreal Engine 5 and added some new multiplayer components. I really think it would breathe some life into the franchise. Now, I know that they're adding a third-person perspective for the game, and that's coming out, I believe, in November. They're going to update the game to allow you to play like that, and that's a good addition. But Unreal Engine 5, switching the entire game into that engine, I think would be huge for the game, and I think could partly make up for the disastrous launch because it would essentially be a new experience because it would just look fantastic in Unreal Engine 5. Now, I've had stuff up throughout this video so you can see what they're aiming for because this is all coming from their studio. So I'm just really excited here. I think this is good news. I think Xbox really needed some good news, and this gives me some hope for Halo because Halo, it's kind of died down, and Halo is the flagship for Xbox, and that game should be the standard bearer for what exclusives are on your platform. And it looks like finally they're taking the steps to get the old glory of Halo back. I'm really impressed with what I saw today. Now, I'm a little bit tired, so I'm not gonna stay too long here today because I'm nursing this cold. Anyways, I want to know what you guys think about all of this. Are you impressed with what we saw today? What are your thoughts on the rebranding of 343 Studios to the Halo Studios? Do you think that Halo Infinite could possibly be updated to Unreal Engine 5 and they drop a surprise update for the game? And are you looking forward to playing this game in Unreal Engine 5? Like I said, it looks really impressive, and I'm personally looking forward to seeing more of Halo inside Unreal Engine 5. So let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below, and like I usually say, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one.